Alright, we are on the play with a little bit of a time disadvantage, but I think we'll manage. Hey, this is an okay hand. Not great, just okay. Go ahead and play a mine. Well, I'll go ahead and play a prism with this tower. Don't have anything to do with Tron, even if we hit it. Hopefully we can draw some blue spells. There's some Tron. I'd love to draw a Mole Drifter or something. Or a Compulsive Research. Or just more prisms. Look, let me just draw prism into flicker. Oh, that's also pretty good. Alright, we'll just go ahead and do this. See what they got. If they had a Chittering Rats, we get to put back a mine and then shuffle it away. That's pretty cool. I think I'm going to get a Teachings and then untap, play Cave, and pass. Now I can cast the Teachings from my hand and get an Exclude if they have a Thorn, and otherwise I get Flashback Teachings. And if they play a Chittering Rats, we'll just let it happen, because I don't care. I can shuffle away some of these cards. I guess I'll start with Exclude. Kind of whiffed. I'm going to cycle that in case we hit a Prism. Or Cognizant. It's pretty good. Alright, we've drawn pretty well. Especially against an opponent with 0 threats. Seems easy enough to win from here, assuming our opponent doesn't. Sure. This card is horrible. Don't play this card. It's so insanely bad in so many situations. I'm going to pulse back my Isle. I'm just trying to look for creatures that do things. There's a creature that does things. I'm missing my land drop. It is likely my opponent has more Cries in their deck, or in their hand rather. I think I'm gonna go ahead and Mole Drifter. Okay. I get to Prism now and still Ephemerate. That's pretty good. Land? Not a land. I'm gonna ditch Dignitary. Oh, they're just gonna kill it? That's good for me. Cool. I don't care if they play Thorn now. I'm just gonna outcard them very easily. Definitely gonna outcard them if they're playing Rager, because that is not a great card right now. I'm gonna float one here and Oracle. If I hit 2 lands, I can just play them. That was a good hit. Otherwise, I get to go map, crack map, get tower. Play tower, and then pass. Now I have Flashback Teachings, or counter spells, or I have a lot of options, basically. Sure. If my opponent has an Okiba Gang Shinobi, I have to discard 2 cards, but I will survive pretty easily. And there's not a lot my opponent can actually cast into what I've got available, which is pretty good for me. I guess I'll just get a second Flicker. I can just target 2 prisms if I need to. Yeah, I'll just do it this way. I don't want to discard. Or, I'm going to target their lands. Targeting the Rager seems incorrect. Opponent did not tap their mana to try to kill my Horror. I wonder what that means. My opponent uses targeted removal on the horror. I will flicker. I'm still going to flicker. Now they have to decide whether they want to burn another removal spell. They do. Excellent. That works for me. Now I don't have to sacrifice anything. And I've got 2 cards to discard if they do have a Keep a Gang Shinobi. And if they don't, I've got a bunch of counterspells. Sure, I'll counter that. My opponent's got 3 cards in hand and they can't play a Thorn or a Black Rose, so... Countering there allows me to take less damage. And I've still got Condescend for Grey Merchant or whatever. I could burn my Flicker. I don't think I should. I think I should just wait. If my opponent has a discard spell, like a Duress, I could just prohibit that. Get my 1-for-1 trade. Although, it is getting a little bit unfortunate right now. I do need to find a spell that does something. I am just going to do it for 1. If they got a Simian Spirit Guide in hand, that's kind of a bummer, but... Alright. Top of Prism. Yep, there's the bog. Alright, they got my Exclude and Condescend and Pulse, which makes this a little bit unfortunate, but they're down to 2 cards. Alright, we're just going to have to dig to a wall and set up a horror loop. Jesus, okay. If I manage to miss on Oracle and on the Ephemerate, it could be unfortunate. Horror. And wall. I'm going to take the wall for obvious reasons. But putting the horror on bottom means I need to shuffle with a map at some point. I guess I don't have to play a... I guess I could just pass. I don't have to play Flicker. Yeah, this seems fine. Again, I can just counter a removal spell or whatever. This is very fine. The card is basically blank. They don't know about the Ephemerate. I'm going to prohibit instead of Ephemerating. Trying to draw out something from my opponent. Ding. I'll take the map, and then we'll shuffle next turn. Alright, should be able to win from here. Jeez, I don't think I have many lands left. Alright. Well. I'm going to double Flicker for sure. So unless I just hit horror. So I'm just going to float 1 here. Oh, good. Muldrifter is pretty good too. I think I'm going to just cast a Muldrifter rather than evoking and flickering. Yeah. Now I can Prism. And here's a wall. Alright, my mana didn't really work out the greatest, but I do have Flicker Wall and anything, and then Get Back Prohibit. I think I will. I think I'll just counter that. Because next turn I can play the wall, and then I have infinite counters up. I guess I'll just get a Muldrifter. I guess I can just beat my opponent to death with Muldrifters and not worry about... I just clicked the wrong thing. I'm really stupid. Anyway. I guess it doesn't matter. I'm not going to use all my mana anyway. This works out fine. I guess I get to see what I get off of Oracle. Yeah, this was a great play. Definitely not a misclick. just a spectacular play for me. Yeah, I'll just beat him to death with Muldrifters. I'll just play all 3 creatures in my hand and start going down. All right. We're gonna wall back Flicker and Ephemerate back Prohibit. And then play a cave. Yep. And we'll discard a bunch of anti-combat cards and lands. Alright. My opponent's on a 2-turn clock here. I guess I should have discarded a land instead of a Dignitary, but not a big deal. Alright, if my opponent chains several Grey Merchants, they can win. But I guess I can gain life. Never mind. This is fine. Don't want to flicker anything. I would counter Sign in Blood, so that doesn't do anything for my opponent. Actually, I guess I could put him... No. I could put him to 8. And then a Grey Merchant keeps him alive, even if I draw another cave. So, yeah. Alright. And I have enough mana to flicker gain lands a bunch, which keeps me alive from 2 top-decked Grey Merchants. Anyway, this game is over. Yeah, they missed, so they're dead. Dead on board. Junk ya. Guess I want crop rotation, don't want electrickery. Do want horror. Dispel Grudge seem medium. Missionary seems medium. I think I'm going to do this. I think I played against them yesterday. Oop. Could check out what they did post-board. I suppose I will. Alright, I should not have Lone Missionaries in because they've got Cry of Contrition. So, I'm gonna put in. I'm just gonna keep in the Dignitary, I suppose. Alrighty, let's see what we got in our hand here. Oof. Well, toss this one back. Toss this one back. Well, this is actually as good as a one-lander can get, right? Yeah, I'm going to keep this one. Put back Teachings. I really don't want to mulligan to 5 against the Cry of Contrition deck. If I miss on lands, that sucks, but if I do hit a Tron piece, I'll have Tron, Prism, Muldrifter, and that's pretty good. Just as planned. And if our opponent has a land destruction spell, we get mine, play Prism, and then hopefully we can draw an untapped land and get Tron with a Pulse of Marasa. Basically, like, if you're mulliganing on the draw, you're not able to really beat everything, so you just try to beat whatever you can. Yeah, my opponent could get us. Now Spellbomb's not going to get us that much. Double Night Hell Spellbomb definitely ain't going to get us that much unless they start cracking them. Mine. Let's see what we draw. Alright, Muldrifter. Let's see what we can get off of you. I will just cast Muldrifter rather than Oracle. No lands is a bummer, because now if my opponent hits a land destruction spell, we're in trouble. Rather than being in fine shape. I've got no lands, no flickers, and I've managed to find that teaching to put on the bottom, but I also have double wall and pulse against double Nihil Spellbomb, which, not optimal. However, we'll be able to power through it, assuming we are not disrupted too severely here. They can't just slam Thorn of the Black Rose, because I could just attack. So that's nice. They have to have Thorn plus a removal spell. That's not exactly what I had in mind. I'm going to Oracle. I don't want to discard to hand size. Not in this situation. Another colored source is very nice here. I would love that Prohibit, but I can just Teachings for it. Or I can just Pulse and force him to crack a Spellbomb. And then I can wall back to Pulse and force him to crack the other one. We've got a lot of options, basically. Alright, they can have Thorn plus removal spell. But Thorn and Pestilence doesn't quite do it. Just gonna wipe the field? Or are they just gonna kill Muldrifter alone? Okay, well, I'm gonna make my opponent burn one of these Nihil Spellbombs, and then I'm gonna make him burn the other one. So that's cool. There's also a decent chance my opponent tries to exile the Pulse with my wall on the stack, meaning I get to Teachings for something, and then get back the Teachings. There's no way they'll let me have the... Okay, sure. Sure, whatever. If you're gonna do this, just crack the stupid spell bombs earlier. Because now I'm going to go wall back the stupid Pulse. I should probably land first, but... And now they have to crack it. Against a opponent who... Yeah, I should have played land first, because now my opponent's going to crack with the wall on the stack. And I'm not going to be able to Teaching the response, but... I'm not even sure if I would. I think I want a Muldrifter evoke here. Yeah, probably. I should have played the land, because, like, I'm not playing the land, right? Yeah, I would have been able to teachings and get them here. Okay. This is fine, though. Go ahead and do this. Yeah. We'll just hold up teachings. What do we get, though? Probably Flicker. Yeah. Like, there's no reason for my opponent to do this, to do that in that order. Because, like, if I have Ephemerate, they're not winning anyway. I can just Ephemerate anything. Anyway. Alright, we got a teachings. Let's grab a Flicker. Keeps me protected from basically everything. And now I can flashback teachings if I hit a land. Yeah. This is brutal. Grab teachings. They should not have let me get that Muldrifter back with Pulse. Basically, they shouldn't have let me gain the 6 life. That was what was actually great. Yes, I'm aware they can kill both my walls, and then I have only 1 wall left in my deck and no Pulse. Yeah, I'm attack. I'm attacking here because if they block, Pestilence for 1 wipes both of these. They already have the option to just kill my creatures if they want a Pestilence for more. They had the option to just Pestilence for 1 and not kill anything. I think this is fine. Yep. Alright, we're gonna double Drifter next turn, looks like. Are they thinking about spell bombing? No, okay. Sure. Sure, you already got the pulse, so the creatures don't matter. I guess they're not playing anything? Nope, they're not playing anything. Cool. I've got 10 more life on them, and their Pestilence is dead, so... What were they planning on doing? I'm not really sure what their plan is over there. I think I'm going to get a Prohibit. Alright, we're looking for colored sources or just land drops. Just going to cast a Muldrifter. They don't have any creatures in their hand. They would have cast one of them. I'll just play a land and pass. My opponent uses targeted removal on the Muldrifter. We'll think about what we're doing. I'm going to counter that. Very clearly they drew that this turn. Alright, do they want to crack Spellbomb now? Okay, why would they not do that at the end of my turn? Confounding. Still need more colored sources. That's a bummer. I'm gonna pass again. Technically, I can counter a creature by flickering Grotto and Prism, and then Teachingsing for Exclude and Excluding, but not sure how that will work very well. But if my opponent does have a good creature here, that's what I'll do. I could also just top deck the Exclude, huh? That would probably help a lot. Well, a series of good top decks from my opponent, and a series of no colored sources for me has ended up with us in a worse position. However, I still have Horror, Moldrifter, Ephemerate, and they've got to crack their Spellbomb immediately. And if they do crack the Spellbomb immediately, they don't get to play a Thorn of the Black Rose if they top deck it. So, and I found a color mana source, so we seem to be in fine shape. Yep. Alright. I'm going to bounce their Bojuka Bog. I want to see if they discard it or not. They did. Interesting. I'm going to play my thing so I can Ephemerate, if needed. Okay, I found all my colored sources. I don't want to draw any more. Yep. Alright. Spell? That was a good spell. I'm gonna leave with Dignitary. I think I'm gonna cave the Moldrifter and bash, see if they have a targeted removal spell. Does not appear so. We're just gonna play cave and pass. We'll sack Dignitary if they flashback Edict or cast an Edict from their hand. And then we've got a cave to put lethal on board. I guess we don't need the cave now. Okay. I can cave up my Dignitary to have 2 lethal threats, so they are forced to chump. Alright, they are dead. Okay, well. We didn't draw lands, and then we didn't draw spells, but then our opponent was playing mono black, so it didn't matter. We are 3-0. Hopefully we can continue this streak. We just need 3 more wins in a row, and then we can concede the last one, squeak in the top 8 at 6-1, and we even get to take a break. Hopefully we'll manage to continue this streak.